I want you to save this video, email it to yourself, put it on your watch later list, whatever you got to do. Make sure you can come back to this video whenever you need to hear this message, okay? There is a very common, what I'm going to call like a syndrome, essentially, that we sync licensing producers go through in this business that is unlike anything else, especially in other aspects of the music industry, and is certainly unlike any other industry that's not music related. And that is what I'm going to call the sync licensing blues. Okay, what is the sync licensing blues? Well, it's basically that feeling that you get, and you've probably gotten this a few times. I know in my career, multiple times throughout the years, where you're feeling demotivated, you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling burned out, and most importantly, the biggest thing is just lack of energy, just not excited, not really wanting to make new music. You feel like you're just working, not really seeing the results of what you're putting into it. You're not seeing the fruits of your labor. And so it's just this constant battle of trying to summon the courage and summon the energy and summon something from some other world to just push you back into producing music and consistently cranking out music. I can remember so many times getting disappointing royalty checks, getting rejected from custom opportunities, not getting gigs that I wanted to get, getting rejected by libraries I really wanted to work with, or just not even getting a response from a library. So I've been there many times, and it is basically the number one killer of music licensing careers. It's absolutely the number one thing for everybody that I've known personally when I was coming up in this business 11 years ago that bailed out. It was because of the sync licensing blues. It was because of that one particular feeling that just kept coming back, and just that constant struggle and that fight to push through those moments of doubt and lack of motivation to just continue on this journey. And so the point of this video is to just clarify it for you guys and to just crystallize it in a video form, so that at least you know when you're going through that I've gone through something like that, and guaranteed every other producer that's in this industry, every single one has gone through that as well. Okay, I guarantee you everybody has. So it is not something that is unique to you. It's not that you've got a problem, or that there's something wrong with your creativity, or just like maybe some people feel like, well, I think my best creative days were behind me. I dealt with that fear, feeling like I think my best riffs were when I was in my early 20s, and now it's just I don't really feel like I've got that magic anymore. We've all felt that way. We've all wondered whether or not we've passed our prime in our licensing or in our music careers in general. So the big thing I really want to get across to you in this video is very simple, and that's normal. That's totally normal. That is what everybody goes through. It's actually usual. It's not unusual to feel that way. And so I don't want you to sort of beat yourself up above and beyond that lack of motivation, because you're going to feel it. I don't want you to give you a false hope in that this video will give you some sort of a magical key or magical spell so that you don't ever feel a lack of motivation. You certainly will. I try to provide all the tools and resources that I can to keep you inspired and keep you motivated. And that's one of the main reasons why I put together Sync Academy, is so that we can have an online community where you can log in. And when you're feeling that way, you can really jump in and talk to people, and they can cheer you back up, and they can push you to go a little bit further. And you can see other people's success, see other people's struggle, and just realize that we're all a community, and we're all sort of a family in this together, pushing forward on this, right? Supporting each other to get to our individual goals. But just know that this is all par for the course. This is all a part of the journey. This is all a part of your future career, and it's going to happen. So don't beat yourself up when it comes. This is one advice that, like, if I had seen this video 11 years ago, it would have done wonders for my just mental health, I think, because when I went through all of those periods of doubt and thinking maybe I should do something else, maybe I should bow out, maybe this just isn't going to work out for me, I always had this other thought, which was, because I don't think other people go through this. That was the thought that was lingering. I was thinking, I think other people that succeed at this, they must not feel this amount of doubt or wondering if it's going to work out or anything like that. And I remember one time in particular, another writer that I was on a library with, we had actually met up, and he called me or texted me one day and said, like, hey man, can I just talk to you a little bit about, working with this company, and just kind of ask you, he didn't want to obviously pry into my income, but he was like, are you happy with your results? And because I guess he wasn't, obviously. And he was going through the same stuff, the exact same stuff that I was going through. And so for us to just kind of communicate and talk about that and really connect on that level was so like, oh, it was just reassuring. It just felt really good to know, okay, somebody else, and this is a very talented producer. He was doing, he was doing rock music just like I was. So we obviously connected on that level too. And it was just so cool to see, like, I was very happy with my progress, and, I don't know exactly where he was in his level, but he obviously wasn't as happy with it. But now I know that he continued on, actually, and he's doing incredible things. He's getting huge A-list placements now. But he was in that same state that I was in, and that you might be in right now, or that you might be in the future, which is why I'm saying save this video, like it, whatever, copy and paste the URL, and watch this later. So just know that, like, you're not going to be the only one going through that. And I wish that I had more of a community back then that I could reach out to, or have a video like this that I could go watch in those moments of darkness and doubt, and realize that I have to expect these kind of moments. These things are going to come up, and I have to realize that it's okay, right? Just give yourself a break. Don't beat yourself up. Don't think there's something wrong with you, or you don't have any creativity, or you've lost it, or whatever, okay? All of that is just chatter. It's just distorted chatter, blurring your vision of your reality. It's putting like a distorted filter on your reality, and it's going to start making you make poor decisions in your licensing career. So to the best that you can, block those other voices out. Don't let those voices be there. Hopefully this video is one motivating factor to push some of those extra voices out there that are not helping at all, completely not helping. But just know that it's okay to go through a moment of, man, I'm really not hitting the goals that I want. I'm not getting those royalties that I wanted yet. I'm not getting the placements yet. I'm not getting accepted. That's all okay, and that's all what we go through in this business. That is basically part of your path forward in this industry. So if you're going through that, rest assured that feeling that way means that you are definitely committed to this industry, okay? People who are not committed are never going to feel like that. People who are just dabbling, sending their music to some like cattle call company once in a while, they're not that committed to this, okay? And so they might feel a little disappointment that they're not getting a lot of placements, but they're not going to feel that sort of almost like heartbreak of like, man, I'm pouring so much into this and it's not quite getting me what I want, or I don't know if I really have what it takes. If you're feeling that way and you're having those doubts, that means you've made a really deep commitment to this industry, which is a really great sign. Okay, that's one of the big things that will push you through this business. I'm guaranteeing you. Maybe you don't believe me, but it's not going to be your talent. It's not going to necessarily always just be the quality of your music. It is going to be that third X factor, which is consistency, persistence, always showing up, always being the hungriest producer, working with the libraries that you work with. So whatever you've got to do to keep going through those moments of doubt, that's what you should be doing. That's exactly what you should be doing. That's it, guys. That's really what I wanted to put out there. And I really wish this video had been available for me 11 years ago. So that's why I wanted to make sure I did do this video today, to pay it forward for any of you that are in that moment. So again, I know I'm saying it over and over again. Save this video, watch it later. Make sure that you do have that sense of community, essentially, knowing that I've been in your boat. The position that you're in now watching this video. Thousands have come before you, tens of thousands have come before you, have been in it. There'll be tens of thousands that'll come after you, will also go through the same thing. So just hang in there, go easy on yourself, and just get through that moment of doubt. You'll see the other side, I guarantee you.